Hello everyone, today I wanted to compare two very similar games, GTA Vice City and GTA Vice City Stories. I'll explain why I believe Vice City Stories is superior to the original Vice City. I've noticed some people think otherwise, likely due to nostalgia from playing GTA Vice City first. So, let's get started. First, let me tell you that both of the games are set in Vice City, so both of them has the same map. Yup, we have some changes here and there in some of the buildings, or we can get access to some new places, but overall pretty much the same map with the same vibe. Additionally, several characters reappear in Vice City Stories, including Ricardo Diaz, Umberto, Gonzalez, and most importantly, Lance Vance with his car. Oh, and don't forget Vic Vance himself. But to me, Vice City Stories is very similar to Vice City but mixed with some elements from San Andreas. Like if Vice City married San Andreas somehow, we'll get Vice City Stories. Whatever that means. Why do I think that? Okay, aside from playing as a black character. Oh, okay, that's not even the point, sorry. But did you know that we can actually play as Vic Vance with CJ's outfit? See why I'm talking about similarities between the two games? Okay, jokes aside, they took every aspect of Vice City and improved it. Maybe not every aspect, but we will get to that later. Let's start with the story. One of the things I didn't like about Vice City is the lack of depth in Tommy Vercetti's character. He simply wants to be the king in Vice City, and that's essentially his entire personality. There is no one he genuinely cares about. No dark backstory he's trying to escape from like Nico Bellic, nor any internal conflict similar to Michael DeSanta struggling to balance being a family man and a successful criminal. Tommy doesn't have any of that. He gets screwed over by his gang, so he decides to become the boss of Vice City. That's the whole story. What makes it even worse is that by the middle of the game, you kill Ricardo Diaz, the drug boss, and now Tommy is taking his place, and he wants to open a lot of businesses to be involved in a lot of things that is happening in Vice City. But the problem is that after the killing of Diaz, you feel like there is no story no more. Nothing is connected. You're just doing around 4 missions in each property you own, and then purchase a new property, and then do some new missions to a new character that's gonna disappear after you're done with his missions, and you will never see him again. For example, okay, now we killed Diaz and we are a boss. Okay, go to Umberto and help him with his gang war. You're done? Okay, now go to that witch or whatever and let her trick you into fighting her wars. Okay, you done with her? Now, purchase that taxi business and you are a taxi driver now. Done? Purchase that nightclub and you are Michael Franklin Trevor now and you want to do a heist. Finished? Okay. Purchase that garage and do some races. Yeah, it's important for your character development. Oh, you're done? Buy that strip club and stare at that 144p booty for around 5 minutes. Done? Okay. Do you remember Sonny and the plot of the game? Oh yeah, the game actually has a plot. I know you forgot that. So yeah, Sonny is back now and he is angry, so you'll have to fight his goons in a mission and then meet him in the last mission, and that's it. Unlike the first part of the game where the missions and the story were connected, and you were doing this because of this and meeting him to know something about the deal, and in doing so you meet that new character, etc. But in the second half of the game, you are doing some random side quests that you can do in any order you like, and it won't affect the story, because guess what? The whole side quests doesn't affect the story anyway. We can literally get Diaz killed and then leave the 2 missions after that where Tommy is doing some missions to let the city know who's boss and to show you that he shouted at Lance, and then you can literally remove the 20 or 30 missions after that and you're not gonna miss anything, and then get to the last mission where Sonny met Tommy. The story will remain the same. Nothing is changed. So if you didn't get me, what I'm saying is, if after we kill Diaz, we remove the whole story that happened after that and got the one where Tommy meets Sonny and put it here, it's gonna be connected. Nothing is lost. Which means that the whole story in here didn't have any point. It was just random side quests. So that wasn't good at all, to be honest. If you liked the video so far, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, as it helps me make more videos like this one. Thank you. Unlike in Vice City Stories, you know, it's called Vice City Stories. So a story has to be good, correct? So in the story we saw how Vic Vance is a complicated character. He has a moral compass, kinda, since he is a drug dealer and a killer. But we saw, for example, when he got pissed from Marty and refused to handshake him when he saw him mistreating his wife.
I was too busy watching you threaten your wife.
And we saw that love-hate relationship between him and his brother Lance, and how Vic got into all of that in the first place to help with his brother's medical bills. So he isn't selfish, unlike Tommy, and I find myself connecting to these kinds of characters more. But don't get me wrong, it's not that good of a story too, to be honest. It's no Red Dead Redemption or anything. But you know, it's better than Vice City, and this is actually what the video is about, comparing the two games. Second thing I wanted to compare is the things that we do in the game. Okay, what's the worst thing in Vice City? You're right, too much water and you can't fucking swim. But in Vice City Stories, they put an end to that. Now you can swim for a limited amount of time, yes, but at least you can now. Talking about similarities between it and San Andreas. In Vice City, after the middle of the game, you need to purchase properties to increase Tommy's control over Vice City. So all you have to do is to purchase them and do a bunch of missions, and that's it. But in Vice City Stories, you need to do the same, purchase some properties to grow Vic's empire. But instead, you need to go there, fight the gang that owns the place, and then purchase the place. Talking about similarities between it and San Andreas. Yeah, the gang wars of San Andreas. But now it's over properties rather than the map. So after you kill the gang in it, it's yours to open whichever business that you want. Protection racket, loan shark, prostitution. Yeah, my favorite type of business, being a pimp. Drugs, smuggling, or robbery. Which is kinda funny when you hear Vic Vance being like, but I don't wanna be a criminal.
I don't want to be a damn drug dealer. It's for assholes.
Bro, you're doing every single bad thing imaginable. Bro's not even trying. Oh, and any of these businesses, you can make it small time, medium venture, or a high roller, depending on your money. Now let's talk about the fighting in GTA Vice City. The fighting is pretty basic, just keep clicking on the left click on the mouse and that's it. But actually GTA Vice City Stories has one of the best fighting system in GTA games. Probably the best. You can punch them, grab them, or throw them. And you can even block their punches. I also remember that you can actually break their necks. No other GTA games has the grabbing option. We only got introduced to it again in Red Dead Redemption 2, but never in the GTA games. In GTA Vice City Stories, we got introduced to some new vehicles too. The quads, jet skis, and whatever that is, and the cycles. Talking about similarities between it and GTA San Andreas. Does that mean that Vice City isn't better in any way? No. And let's talk about them. So, Vice City has the best radio in the whole GTA games. It includes the best bangers from the 80s. And it introduced me to these genre of songs. And let me tell you, it's my favorite to this day. And GTA Vice City Stories has its bangers too, since it's set 2 years prior to GTA Vice City, so it's still set in the 80s and has some of the 80s bangers. But still, not as good as Vice City, to be honest, at least for me. Vice City also wins in some of the aspects of the graphics. The draw distance is significantly higher in Vice City, and the textures are in better quality. That's maybe due to Vice City Stories being released only to the PSP and PS2 and not the PC. But still, Vice City Stories win in some aspects of the graphics, like the sunset, the explosions, the water, and some small things like that. Overall, I really like GTA Vice City, and if I played both of them at the same time, I think I would have loved Vice City Stories more than Vice City for the reasons I mentioned before. And I think it's really an underrated game and would have lived much better if Rockstar released it to PC. But because of that, and because only 1 year later GTA 4 got released, and it took the whole GTA games to a new level in every aspect, so the fans forgot GTA Vice City Stories so fast. So tell me, what do you think? Do you agree with me, or do you think that Vice City is better etc. So let me know in the comments what do you think. And in this video I talked about Vic Vance's story before and after the game, so be sure to check it out. And thank you for watching, and I see you in the next video. Peace.